Today, on this Holy Saturday, we stand between the death of Jesus on Good Friday and his resurrection on Easter morning. On this day, I'd like to share with you some thoughts about empty spaces. Up until about a month ago, there were not many empty spaces in my life. For me, an empty space always begged for something to fill it. A place to set something, to stack something, an opportunity to fill it up. With people staying at home, professional organizers have suggested that it's a good time to go through things, maybe throw some things out, get rid of stuff. All those accumulated things that I usually find comfort in make me feel more confined. The space seems smaller, and there is no room for anything else. We need to find empty spaces in many of our lives, spaces that beg to be filled. The question for me is, when they are empty, can I resist the temptation to pile more stuff into them? Jesus had been laid in the tomb, and the stone had been rolled in the place to seal it. On this between day, I feel that the heaviness of this moment, of the filled tomb, perhaps you feel it too. But like with all things, I know it won't last. On the next day, the day of resurrection, the tomb will stand open. It will be empty. The message of that empty space, the empty tomb, speaks loud and clear. When the women go to the tomb in gloom, bearing their burden of grief, that Easter morning, they hear these words from two men who ask them, "Why do you look for the living among the dead? He is not here. He is risen." The tomb is an empty space. Their burden is lifted as Easter dawns. The message of the resurrection is proclaimed loud and clear out of the emptiness of the tomb, out of the emptiness of our churches, into the isolation, loneliness, and sheltering of our hearts. That message brings us together in the one Spirit. For Christ is risen, and he is here. May we worship God in the emptiness, as God fills our hearts with joy, peace, and love, knowing that Jesus is still not where we expect him to be. A blessed Easter, filled with Christ's presence.